Fanny Ann's tip of the day. If it's raining outside, be sure to take an umbrella, because you will get wet without one. That was my tip of the day. Hey Buttes, Fanny Ann here, and today's vlog is going to be about pet peeves, because I was watching Friends today, and it was the one with the episode where they do all the questions, and they have the quiz, boys versus girl quiz. His legs flayed about like independent from his body. Big fat goalie. He's a trans monster! That's not even a word! Viva Las Vegas. Actually, it's Miss Chenanderlerbong. Now normally, I'm a very, very optimistic person. I look on the bright side of life. I don't let things get me down. I blind myself to the horrors of the world. I'm a very ignorance is bliss kind of person. But I will admit, there are things that grind my gears, that clank my clogs. There are things that irritate my ovaries. There are just general things that piss me off in life, and I'm going to make a vlog about them. Now, to be honest with you, this is probably going to be Pet Peeves Part 1, because I'm sure I will go on in daily life and find some more and be like, I need to video that, because it really annoyed me. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple of little pet peeves today. One's things that just irritate me ovaries to the point of explosion. So the first one, kitten heels. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to wear kitten heels, it's your preference, it's your life. If you want to walk around in kitten heels, go for it. But I fucking hate them. I think they're hideous. I think either go full heel or go flat. Don't go heels that are this big. They're the worst things ever. And kitten heel wedges are even worse. Why you'd want to put your feet and your fashion skills through so much torture, I don't understand. They're so ugly. They're so ugly. They're not as bad as Crocs. Crocs are another pet peeve, but they're still really ugly. Oh my god, can you imagine? Croc kitten heels. God. It'd be the worst thing. That is when humanity would end, if they brought out Croc kitten heels. I hate when you go to McDonald's or Burger King and the burgers just never look as good as how they advertised. They always look like someone sat on them. It annoys me. It's false advertising, if anything. You're showing me burgers that look great, and then you're bringing out a fucking arse burger to my table, and I don't want that. I don't want the burger. Like, the burgers, they look like this thick and like juicy, and then you get it back and they're like fucking brown paper. I mean, they taste good. They just don't look good. iPhone battery life is the worst thing. Do you know what? I used to have BlackBerry back in the day. Back in the day when Blackberries were a good thing to have. And I had it for a really long time because I didn't get into the iPhone trend for a while. And then I realised, having an iPhone, I have to charge my phone every night. It stays on overnight. Every single night, because it just dies. Literally, if I look at my phone and I see 40%, I'm like, I can't leave the house because I might get kidnapped or murdered and I can't ring anyone. Hearing someone's music out loud. Like, headphones were invented for a reason. Headphones are a real thing. They exist in the world. You can use them. I don't want to hear you blasting Nicki Minaj while walking through Tesco's. This is my jam. No one gives a fuck if that's your jam. No one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear your shit. Are you a drip? Are you a drip? Please take these. These are a thing that exist. I will give you mine if it means that people don't have to listen to your crap anymore. Now, living in Essex, there is a lot of people that like to use fake tan. There's a lot of people over the world that like to use fake tan, but we are fanatics and we pride ourselves in being orange. So you'll see a lot, and if you want a fake tan, fake tan. But what I can't stand is people that fake tan without using gloves, and then their knuckles are all like brown, like they've just dipped their knuckles in shit. All the like little joints, like the wrist bone and all the knuckles and just all these bits here, all become poo coloured, and then the rest of it's just like orange brown. It's terrible. Please, for the love of God, anyone who's using fake tan, wear gloves, because if anything, it gives you an even coverage, and then you don't look like you've been cradling shit. Another pet peeve is people that think it's acceptable to sit right next to me on the tube. Like, it's not, like, it's fine if there's no seats and the only seat left is next to me. Sit down. Sit down, we'll have a chat. I'll have a little bit of what you're reading, I'll have a little look what book you're on, what line you're at. You'll have a little look at my phone, see what song I'm listening to, and we'll be sharing that non-talking interaction the whole way to bank. But if there's loads of seats available, don't sit next to me, because I like my personal space and I don't appreciate the fact that you smell of ham. Another pet peeve is one that I can't stand with myself and I can't stand it with other people, is lipstick on your teeth. And the thing is, I get it quite a lot. I'm okay at the moment. I always get lipstick on my teeth, even when I do the finger thing where you pull your finger out and you get rid of the excess. I still end up having purple teeth just all of the time. And I can't stand it when people don't tell me and then I walk around the town looking like a fucking idiot, looking like I've been munching on my own lipstick. And people just don't tell me. Why would you not? I'll tell someone if they have lipstick on their teeth. I'm like, you got a little... I think that's more of a pet peeve than lipstick on teeth, is people not telling me that I have lipstick on my teeth. I wouldn't say it's a pet peeve, more of a preference, but I don't like it when pizza isn't stuffed crust. Don't give me none of your hard, crusty crustness ever on a pizza. If you're going to bring a pizza over to me, make sure there is cheese in that crust. Love a stuffed crust, because then I get to eat the whole pizza. I feel like if it's not stuffed crust, I leave the crusts. And it's just a waste. Just put cheese in there and then there's no wastes of the world. If every pizza was stuffed crust, the world would be a better place, I feel. It doesn't have to be cheese. It could be the tomato stuffed crust, it could be the hot dog stuffed crust. Not for me. I'm mozzarella all the way. I'm rambling about pizza. I want pizza. When chocolate isn't in my mouth or in my general presence. When I used to do stand-up for 3 years and I enjoyed it. I loved doing stand-up comedy, it was fun. But I really hated it when people found out that I did stand-up and then asked me to tell them a joke. Sorry, if you're gonna pay me, then I'll do a 5-minute set for you. Happily. It's not like if they work in a clothes shop, I go in and go, oh, you work in a clothes shop? Can I have some free stuff? Oh, you work at McDonald's? Can I have a free burger that looks like shit? Thanks. Oh, you work in Boots? Can I have some free lipstick to put on my teeth? Oh, you work in Apple? Can I have a free iPhone that has better battery life than my own? I'm not telling you a joke. I mean, don't get me wrong, happy to be funny, because I'm hilarious. But when you're on stage, it's completely different, because I've rehearsed that and I've thought about the set and, you know, I've gone over it in my head to remember the jokes. I can't just pull one out of thin air and tell you a joke, because if you don't laugh, then they'll be like, why the fuck are you a comedian? And if they do laugh, then they'll be expecting me to do it all the time. What do you call a man with no arms and no legs in a forest? Russell. Russell. When I say that I have a headache and people just say to me, well, how much, drink some water. How much water have you drank today? What's it got to do with anything? What business is it of yours how much water I drink a day? I could drink 4 litres a day and I might still have a headache. Maybe I'm not worn my glasses. Maybe I've been looking at bright lights. Maybe I smashed my head. Why are you assuming that I don't drink enough water? I mean, I don't, but you shouldn't just assume. I need to drink more water. I do get quite a lot of headaches. When other British people look at me in absolute disgust because I don't like tea. I haven't drunk a tea 6 years? Why do you even live here? Why are you even in England if you don't like tea? Because I like the countryside and rain and scones and Big Ben. So yeah, no, I don't like tea. I like dunking biscuits. Someone went, here's my tea, here's a biscuit. Do you want to dunk your biscuit in my tea? Not a euphemism. Sounds like it, but it's not. I'd be all over dunking my biscuit in their tea. When people ask me to go shopping with them and they take fucking forever, at least half an hour in one shop, and we'll go in about 10 shops and then they won't get anything. And I'm like, how do you do this alone? Like, I shop alone. I like to shop alone. I just put my headphones in and I do my business. I'm not annoying anyone. I don't feel like anyone's waiting for me. I don't have to show anyone my outfit. I could just be satisfied with it on my own. But when you go shopping with people, they drag you around shops, they ask you your opinions on clothes that you don't really give a shit about, and they drag you into a dressing room, ask you opinions on clothes that don't really fit them or you don't give a shit about. And then you're like, should we go for a drink? And then they ask you if you want tea and you say no and they look at you with disgust. And I'm like, you're looking at me with disgust because I don't want tea. You're wearing a size 10 dress when you're clearly a 14. I didn't say anything in the dressing room because I wanted to get out. But take it back. Not when I'm with you though. Just on your own time. When I tell people that I have a fear of like open water and they find it, they just laugh like it's fine. They're like, really? Why? Because there are sharks in the sea. Because there are sharks, there are jellyfish, there's alligators in rivers, there's, who knows, octopuses, they got big sharp beak things going on in their mouth, face. I don't want to go out of my depth. I'm not natural to the water. No human is natural to the water. We're not supposed to swim. We don't have fins or gills. We're not supposed to be in the water. Why would I want to go somewhere I'm not supposed to be with animals that are much quicker than me and have really sharp teeth? Don't laugh at me just because I don't have a fear of heights like a normal person. I love heights. So yeah, when people laugh at me because I won't go in the sea, or if I'm in a swimming pool and they turn the lights off and I cry. That's never happened, but I guess I would probably cry. It's so weird, like if I went into a swimming pool and it was, because I love swimming. Actually, ironically, I love to swim. But in a swimming pool, with all the lights on and I can see everything, I can see the bottom of the pool and everything's great. But say they suddenly turn the lights off and I was in the middle, I'd probably vomit from freaking out. The thought of it makes me really scared at the moment. Scheiße die bit. Scheiße die bit. When I don't like something that someone else loves and they look at me with absolute disgust. Like the tea thing, but with something that they really like say, for instance, I have to tell people now that I don't like Star Wars before the friendship is built up, because they seem to hate me afterwards. Like before I meet people I'm like, by the way, I don't like Star Wars, and then they can determine whether they want to be friends with me or not. Because I've become friends with people and then when they've discussed Star Wars I casually just drop in that I don't like it and they're like, but it's a classic, how can you not like it? It's so good with the lightsabers and Yoda and evil versus good and space. It's not for me. I've never ever enjoyed it. Lightsabers are pretty cool, but I've not ever enjoyed Star Wars. When people go to me, I've never seen Lord of the Rings, I'm just like, how is your life even worth living? You've not lived if you've not seen Lord of the Rings. You're like Game of Thrones? What the fuck is wrong with you? I think it's because most people go outside and live their life. And, you know, for me, Hermit's been thrown around a few times because I like to stay in. That's another pet peeve of mine, leaving my house. Where I watch a lot of things and then look at people like, you've not seen that? Oh my god, where have you been? What rock have you been hiding under? Even though it's me that's been hiding under a rock of my house. I don't like to leave my house. There's sharks out there and bad burgers and tea. So yeah, that is my pet peeve, probably part 1. I mean, it might not be. I'm going to write part 1, and if you never see a part 2, it means that nothing else has annoyed me in life. But I doubt it. Thank you for coming and sharing my pet peeves with me today. Coming and seeing me. I really, really appreciate it. Remember to push all those lovely little buttons at the bottom. Like, share, fave, subscribe, and all that jazz. Remember to follow your dreams no matter how itty bitty they are. Sorry, just floofing. Ugh. And I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next one. Bye! Fruit mints. Freshen your breath and make your voice ready for a vlog. Every vlog. Not sponsored by Fruit Mints.